Let's talk about the new unique trending platform for running your own mesh or print-on-demand business. If you're someone who has always had it in mind of running or starting your own personal clothing brand, then this video is all you need. Imagine you making a whole lot of money online without worrying about production, inventory, packaging, or even the delivery itself to your clients or customers. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I created and sold my own mesh online using a platform called Vendblue. And yeah, without wasting much more time, let's get started. Welcome back to the channel. My name is KidCast, and on this channel we talk about how to make money online, business, skills, and also artificial intelligence. If all that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to subscribe and let's get into it. So what exactly is Vendblue? Vendblue is actually a print-on-demand platform that handles everything from production to packaging and also delivery of your clothing mesh to your customers. That means you don't need to stock t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, or even caps, or whatever products you might be thinking of right now. Compared to several other clothing businesses out there where they have to store their clothes, store their hoodies, store their t-shirts or long sleeves before they actually get buyers. In this scenario, you don't have to do any of that. All you simply have to do here is to create the design that is either a logo or the creative graphic design itself, and then you place it on the product on the platform. And all you have to do after doing that is to leave the rest to Vendblue. Vendblue is going to take care of all the heavy lifting while you focus on creativity and marketing. So the very first thing you want to do is to head to the site vendblue.com, and please note whatever we're doing right now also applies to your mobile device. All right, so now once you go to Vendblue, you want to go for the first one over here where you have vendblue.com. Now you want to sign up by clicking on start for free over here. Once you click on start for free, you can see over here we have create your Vendblue account. Now you simply want to select the option that best suits you if you're a content creator, business owner, influencer, entrepreneur, coach. But then I'm going to go for content creator and then proceed. Now you can as well select how exactly do you hear about us. If you're watching my video and this is the first time you're hearing about Vendblue, then you can as well go for YouTube and then proceed. And then over here, this is where you want to type in your first name and also your last name. All right, and then after that you want to click on proceed, and then the next thing here is to insert your email address. But in case you don't want to go through all this long method, you can simply come down to the bottom here where you have continue with Google. Once you continue with Google, automatically it's going to sync in your Google information. But in case you don't want to continue with your Google, you can as well insert your email address and password, and then you'll be taken to the next stage of this process. But then to make the process faster, let's just click on continue with Google over here. Now automatically it's going to sync my Google information with Vendblue. And after doing that, the next thing over here is to insert your mobile number, which I'm going to do that right now. After inserting your number, you're going to be asked about your store name, but then Vendblue is going to suggest a nice name for you. We can as well go for this one over here. So after Zach Enterprise, right, you want to give it the name you're okay with. And then for your store URL, okay, as you guys can see, whatever you put here is going to be .vendblue.store. all right, so I'm going to go for KidCast over here, and then once you're finally okay with all this, you want to click on proceed again. All right, and now once you click on proceed, as you guys can see over here, based on what we said we're a content creator. All right, so now you want to select what your content niche is about. So I'm going to go for finance and investment, I'm going to go for tech, and I'm also going to go for business over here, and then proceed. All right, now the next thing over here is a question concerning your audience. All right, all these things doesn't really matter. All right, whatever you select here doesn't really mean something serious. All right, and then finally you want to select your social platforms that your audience are in. All right, so I'm going to go for YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All right, but once you're finally done, you just want to click on proceed over here. All right, and I want to click on proceed. As you guys can see, great, you're now ready to start selling. And now we're here inside our own personal dashboard from Vendblue. Now over here in the dashboard at the top left, you can see visit store. This is basically how your store is going to look like after setting up all the products you want to sell. So right now it is empty because we haven't added anything. So going back there to our dashboard, you can see the area for products. You can see the area when you start getting orders, the area for coupons, that is in case you want people to have certain percentage off the amount you're going to be selling, then this is where you're going to be adding your coupons. But then the most important thing over here is the product itself. So you want to come here to product, and now once you're here in products, you're going to see several options you can actually sell. All right, so once you come here to products, you want to head to the top right where you have new products, and here in new products you can see all the product type that Vendblue offers. But currently we're basically concerned with the mesh in this video, so you want to click on mesh over here. Now once you click on mesh, you guys can see the option Vendblue is actually going to pop out for. We have the t-shirt itself, we have the unisex hoodies, we have sweatshirts, and also the hat over here. So depending on the word you're okay with or the type you actually want to use, all right, you want to click on it. So yeah, we're going to go for hoodies for the sake of this tutorial. So once you click on hoodies, you're going to scroll down and you can read through concerning the colors, all the colors options, the sizes that are available, and then some features about the hoodies itself. And once you're actually done reading, you want to click on start designing over here. And now this is where the magic happens. All right, so as you guys can see over here, we have the main hoodie itself. All right, and at the middle we have more like a dotted lines. Now this is where we're going to be placing the design itself. For you to actually make the placement, you want to go to the top over here where you have click to select or upload the image. Now this is where you're going to click on it, and then after you click on it, already you must have gotten your design either through ChatGPT. You can check out this video at the top right now to know how to get designs with AI. All right, or you can personally go to Canva and design whatever type of design or graphic design you want to use on the particular shirt or hoodie. All right, but once you're actually done with that, you want to click on drop files over here. All right, already I have a logo we're going to use for today's tutorial created. I actually use ChatGPT to generate this particular logo over here. All right, so now after you've actually uploaded it, the next thing you want to simply do is to click on done. All right, so now once you click on done, now so once you're done uploading, automatically it's gonna show on the hoodie itself. All right, now all you have to do, you guys can see this yellow adjustment area over here, so you can increase it if you want it to be bigger, and then if you want it to be smaller, you can as well reduce it. And like I said, it all depends on where you want to place it. If you want the design to be at the top, side, or if you want it to be at the center and very big, it all depends on what you want. All right, but for the sake of today's video, I'm going to leave it as the center over here. So I'm going to make it very big, and then I'm going to place it here. And then if you notice, if you push it towards the edge, it's going to be, it's going to cut out. All right, so you want to ensure it is within this particular dotted line. And once you're done placing it, all right, you just want to click outside. And after clicking outside, at the right hand side, you're going to see select up to 4 colors for your mesh. All right, so depending on the color for your brand, you can select them over here. So if you want a white hoodie, you want a yellow hoodie, you want a green hoodie, and then you want a black hoodie. All right, so now we have up to 4. And then if you guys notice, this particular logo has a background color. We have a whitish background color. In case you're okay with your design having this background color, then you can proceed. But in case you're like me that don't want any background color to be on the logo, then you can simply head to the site called remove BG. So once you head to the site called remove BG, you're gonna upload this particular image you've actually created, that is the logo itself, and then it's going to remove the background. And after removing the background, you're simply going to add it again. All right, but this time without the background. All right, so after uploading it, remove BG is going to remove it automatically. As you guys can see, it says remove the background, and all we have to do is to click on download over here, and then we can go for the free version over here. Now we have the re-downloaded removed background logo or design. Now we can head back here to Vendblue. All right, and now once you're here in Vendblue, all right, now we can simply delete this one. Please note, this is in case you're not okay with the background. All right, so now you want to go to the top again. All right, and then you want to click on upload image. All right, and now this is where we're going to be uploading the particular one we just created. All right, so this is it over here, and then once we click on it, now we have the one without the background. And then you will simply want to click on done, and then you can expand it again. Good. And now if you guys notice, we don't have that background again, which is actually very okay. All right, Now, once you're finally done placing it at the center, or placing it wherever you want to place it, for you to actually see how it looks like, you simply want to click on preview over here. All right. So now, once you click on preview, it's going to show you exactly how the design is going to look like on the colors you have actually selected. So as you guys can see over here, this is it over here. Great, 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 great. And now moving to the next thing at the right hand side is the pricing itself. Now, as you guys can see, Vendblue are going to tell you, oh, this is how much we're going to, use for the entire production, which is 22,900 over here. Now, this is where you want to add your own price. And don't forget, whatever you add over here minus whatever the production is here is going to be your profit. So yeah, let's just say we're going to leave it at 28,625 as the amount. So as you guys can see over here, our profit is going to be 5,725. All right. And now once you're finally done here, you can as well select categories, all right, depending on your interest. And if you're done selecting the categories, the next thing you want to do is to come here to the basic info. Now here in the basic info, this is where you're going to give the name of your particular brand, that is the hoodie in this scenario. Instead of you putting unisex hoodie, you can actually give it your brand name, probably Kit Cares hoodies, whatever it might be, or it can be game on hoodies, whatever you might want to name it. All right, it all depends on you. Okay, but for the sake of today's video, I'm gonna say Kit Cares hoodies. All right, and then this is where you want to insert your description. All right, you want to insert a very catchy and convincing description for people to actually buy it. All right, you can add nice features, things that will make people convinced that your product is actually unique. All right, and then once you're finally done with all this over here, all right, once you're finally done, what you simply have to do is to go to the top over here and click on publish. All right, so once you click on publish, you are good to go, and automatically your product is going to be added on your site. All right, do not forget, at the start of this video we clicked on this area of visit store and there was nothing, but then let's check it right now if we have something. So once you click on visit store over here, let's see. And as you guys can see, we have it over here. All right, 28,625. And once someone clicks on it, you can see buy now, and we can see several colors that we already selected. If it's gonna be the black the person wants, all right. Either way, once the person is actually ready to buy, the person just clicks on buy now. All right. You have to choose the color, okay, and then you have to choose the size as well, and then the person clicks on buy now. Now, once the person clicks on buy now, it's gonna take the person to the checkout page. All right, and then in this checkout page, they're also going to ask the person the area where the person lives. All right, so as to ensure that the delivery process is intact. Now this is where the person buying is going to insert their email, first name, last name, phone number, and also their address. And finally, they're going to click on pay now, and once they click on pay now, Vendblue is going to handle every single thing. All you just have to do is market it on either WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever social media you want to advertise it on, or you can simply run paid advertisements, and then you just have to sit back and relax. And now you can keep adding as many products as you want, although there is a limit for the number of products you can add for the free version. All right, so you can keep adding. If it's going to be t-shirt next, you just want to come back here to the home, you want to come back here to products, and then you want to repeat the cycle by clicking on new product. If it's going to be t-shirt, if it's going to be sweatshirt, you want to keep adding, and automatically it keeps adding to your site. All right, now, the most important thing again is the payout itself. How are you going to be receiving your money? You want to come here to the left hand side bottom, you want to click on payout, and once you click on payout, this is where you're going to set up your bank information so that's to start receiving your profit. So once you click on setup now, this is where you're going to insert your bank. All right, let's say it's going to be Globus Bank, and this is where you're going to type in your account number. And now once you're finally done, you simply want to click on update over here. All right, and then after clicking on update, immediately people start making purchase of your product. This is where your money is going to be transferred to, and that is basically how it works. You don't have to do much. All you're simply doing here is creating the design either with ChatGPT. You can watch this video once again at the top of the screen right now, how to create logos or whatever design using AI. All right, or you can simply go to Canva. You can as well watch this one again at the top right now, and then create the design you want, and finally upload it here, and Vendblue would handle every single thing. So the only thing you would just have to do is the marketing itself, and that's what I've talked about. You want to go to either WhatsApp, Facebook, you want to go to ChatGPT to create a marketing captions for you to be uploading on socials, and then you want to ensure you're doing the marketing right. Either you use WhatsApp business, either you use Facebook, either you run advertisements, whatever way, just ensure people perceive the value in this particular brand. You want to ensure you're standing out by not just selling clothes, but then you want people to understand the value of buying that particular clothes from you. And trust me, people are going to make purchase of that particular product. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you surely learned a whole lot in this video and you haven't still subscribed, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on the video, and also feel free to share this video with your friends and family members out there. And I will see you guys in my next highly informative video.